What is up, YouTube family? Today I'm going to be doing a quick video explaining a couple of things that you might want to keep in mind every time you're going to be doing a water change. And at the end, I will be giving you 2 tricks and tips that you can kind of use with your Python water changer. But even if you don't have a Python water changer, this video will apply to you in the water changes aspect. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so as you can see, my setup has 2 external lighting units. Okay, so one right there and one right there. That's just what I use. It's cheap. I already had them on hand. And you might be wondering, well, what does that cost? Should I do that? I already had the lights and the light bulbs I just took from my friend because he had them and he wasn't using them. Plugged them in, and that right there, the timer right there, is just from a Christmas thing, and it works fine. Keeps my plants alive. That's all I wanted to do. Lights them up pretty nice when they're closer. I moved them away so I could film a little bit. But, so, tip 1 that you're going to want to do is move anything that's in your way. Whether you have a Python kit or you want to be carrying buckets all the time, when doing a water change, it is always essential that you move them. So I will be moving both of mine over that way as far as this cord will allow them to go, because when I'm stretching, even just with my Python right there, and it goes all the way back to that bathroom back there, once I'm doing that, I'm going to put it in that corner essentially. But the idea is you don't want anything in your way in case you trip or you have to move the line. That can be a hassle. You might have to restart everything, and if you're carrying buckets, you don't want to spill any. So that was tip numero uno. Okay, so a second tip, and I find this, a lot of people kind of mess up on this, is with these breeder boxes right here. I got one that's on rails. I think most of them that they sell will now be on rails. But, so, I'm going to try to give you an okay picture of that. Essentially, what you want to happen is to keep that little breeder box going. You do not want the water level to go underneath where here. So, I can drop the water level that much more until those brackets are on here, and by then it's already touching the bottom. So, that's all good. So I'm cool with this guy. I set him up because I knew I was going to medicate my tank and have it at half water. But the general idea with those is pretty good because you can do, I don't know, on a 10-gallon tank, you can do over a 50% water change, however much you can fit on these rails. But with this, if I had it so that if I filled up my tank usually to about here and I put it right here, it could go down to here. So just keep that in mind. If you want to do smaller water changes and account for that and just leave it be, that's cool. Or if you want to completely take the whole thing as the water level is going down, push it down, but keep that in mind so that if you have fish in there, you don't just have your whole fish out of water for however long you're doing your water change. That doesn't work very well anyways. So, a couple other things. So, number 3, and this is kind of a big one that it doesn't really apply to me, but it kind of does at the same time. So, number 3 has to do with how you have stuff turned on. So, obviously, I'm not talking so much about this. I mean, yeah, there's the air pump. That's kind of what I mean. But I'm talking hang-on back filters count. So with this one, it has, oh, that's disgusting. But if you can actually see right there, there's little holes in the side, which suck air. So if the water level's below there, this doesn't work. And it makes a weird glug, glug, glug type sound, and just filter. It doesn't do anything. It starts spitting out some nastier water. It doesn't, I don't know what the problem with it is, but it can't go below that level. So I turned him off. I just unplug it, and I let these guys go because usually I don't actually pull the water level down enough to make that matter. And the other big one is filters. So this isn't like number 4. This just ties into that a little bit with unplugging some stuff. If your filter sits on your tank, I don't have one actually on here because I live in a climate where in the summer it's 125 degrees for over a month, and in the winter it only ever gets down to about 30, but that's only for a couple of days. So not really too worried about heaters in here. Some people can criticize that, but you know, you get kind of used to it and you don't feel that it's necessary. So my house is usually kept at right around a 73-ish zone, and in the summer it gets up to about, I think, 80 sometimes. So anyways, that's the point. But if you did have a heater, you do not want to do a big water change and drop it way low so that your heater's out of water, because I've heard of heaters kind of malfunction And I mean, you don't have to take my word for that one since I have no way to prove this is even legit, but take my word for it, guys. Just think about it logically. If the heater is not heating anything up but air, it'll overheat, pop, expel stuff in your tank, pretty much explode. Even if you don't even, like, say you just did a 50% water change really quick and only maybe an inch of it was sticking out and it was only for a couple of seconds, over time that can still do damage to it, so I would suggest not doing it, but take your own risks as they come. And that's about it for today, guys. I do have 2 more things I'm going to share with you, but if that's it for you guys, that's cool. If you do have a Python, stick around for another minute because I have 2 more things that relate, guys. So, if you do have a Python, it looks something like this. Obviously, it's connected. I'm about to do the big water change here. So, oh yeah, and by the way, guys, I just noticed these guys today. I just saw them right here, so maybe I can get those new fry. I don't know who gave birth to them. There's a molly back here that's really just doing terrible. He's been floating around like a goldfish with swim bladder, but worse. You can kind of see him in the back there. Not very well. No, that didn't work at all. Okay, just take my word for it. There's a black molly that's really struggling. And I have meds in the water too, so I don't feel like it's a disease. Maybe he just didn't get through the disease, but I'm really pretty sure that it was complication during birth. I think that molly's given birth 2 or 3 times now, so wouldn't be way too unlikely. But essentially, all you're gonna want to do with this is, the biggest tip I can tell you is to clean it out, dump a whole bunch of vinegar through this end, and go all the way down the tube, and then rinse it out at the other end with a little bit of water. That way it gets all your nasty tank water out of there and basically disinfects it for you. And the other really quick tip that I'm not able to show you right now, but just take my word for it and think about it, is coil it up in big coils and then put it over 2, not 1, but 2 of those big plastic hangers that you can find, and basically duct tape 2 of those hangers together and make big coils out of this, and then hang it on those hangers over a rack, so that way it hangs, it doesn't get all nasty. As you can see, this one doesn't have any really tight curls. These can all be undone, but I see some people and it's like wrapped and it's disgusting. So just do that, untangle it, it'll be great, and try some vinegar to disinfect it. And that's about it, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Check out my channel and please subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And when I say check out my channel, please really do that. I mean, I have some other cool videos, and if you did find anything in this video truly helpful, let me know and drop a like. Thank you. That is it.